My name is Theo. I'm a 32-year-old office worker. My wife Megan and I started dating when we were in the same club in college. We got married when we graduated from university. Megan is beautiful, a good housekeeper, kind, gentle, and caring. She was a good wife who was too good for me, an ordinary person. My only regret is that we were not blessed with children. I was happy enough without children as long as Megan was by my side. However, after 10 years of marriage to Megan, a catastrophe happened to ruin those happy days. Megan was on her way home from a grocery store when she was hit by a truck and rushed to the hospital. "Doctor, will Megan be okay?" When she was brought to the hospital, her condition was critical, but now she is stable. Once the anesthesia wears off, she should wake up soon. "I see. That's good. That's really good." But... Huh? But what? "I'm sorry to have to tell you this, sir, but..." "Just tell me." "Your wife has a spinal injury. Fortunately, she's not bedridden, but she will be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life." "Oh no, you mean Megan can't walk on her own feet anymore?" "She can if she goes to physical therapy. Of course, this requires effort on your part and the cooperation of your family." "I understand. If Megan can return to a healthy body, I will do anything." "Then I'll get Megan back to her normal, healthy body." 2 days after I had this conversation with the doctor, Megan, who hadn't woke up since the accident, finally regained consciousness. I wondered for a long time whether I should tell Megan the truth or not. I knew that even if I hid it from her, she would find out anyway. I decided to tell her the truth, what was going on with her body. "Megan, please listen to me calmly. You have a spinal injury, and from now on, it's going to be hard to get back to your old life." "I can't even stand on my own 2 feet anymore?" "If you work hard in physical therapy, you can recover enough to live in a wheelchair. And I've heard of people with the same injuries as you in the past who have had their mobility improved to the point where they can live like normal people. So Megan, don't give up." "I'm sorry, we were just talking about starting fertility treatments together and having a baby." "We can worry about that after you're healed. Let's focus on you for now. Of course, I'm going to help out any way I can." "Okay, thank you." Then Megan began her rigorous physical therapy. Of course, Megan had it the hardest, but it was also quite hard for me to keep working every day to pay for Megan's hospital visits and helpers while continuing to take care of Megan, who still has difficulty living on her own. I was able to take care of her in the hospital for the first 3 months after the accident. It wasn't that bad, but from the 4th month after the accident, she started to live at home and my burden of caring for her increased dramatically. She had learned how to use the toilet again, but when she woke up in the middle of the night, it was very difficult for her to get up because she couldn't put strength into her arms. I had to accompany her when she woke up in the middle of the night. In addition, because of the lack of strength in her lower body, she often had trouble using the restroom. It was also quite difficult to deal with, but it didn't matter. I loved Megan with all my heart, so it was no big deal. The hardest thing for me was that every time I took care of Megan, she would say, I'm sorry." Each time, I'd smile back and say, "You don't have to apologize." But the look of sadness on my beloved wife's face was mentally unbearable. One day, after a long day like that, I had to work on my day off. It was my day off in lieu of working on a holiday. Perhaps, due to nursing fatigue, I forgot about it and went to work as usual. When I arrived at the office, my boss pointed it out to me. I went home thinking, what a waste of time. It was about 10 in the morning when I arrived home. The helper would not arrive until noon, so there should have been no one at home except for Megan. But when I arrived at the door, I found a pair of men's sneakers I had never seen before. The helpers must have come early today, I thought to myself. When I entered the house, I only saw Megan inside, but I definitely saw another pair of shoes. Huh? Where's the helper?
What are you talking about? It's too early for the helpers to come.
You're right. Then, is it your dad?
Huh? Why?
I saw men's shoes at the door. I thought maybe your dad was here.
What? Those shoes are the ones you bought a long time ago. Did you forget?
My sneakers? I don't wear sneakers.
Anyways, you came home early today. Did something happen at work?
I forgot that I had a day off today. I realized once I got there, so I came back home.
I see. So you're going to be at home all day.
Yeah, that's right. I don't have anything else better to do.
But you'll be bored in the house, won't you? Why don't you go out for a walk?
I just got home though. I don't want to go back outside.
Then how about take a bath? You should relax.
I can do that at night. Are you trying to kick me out of the house?
Why would I do that? You're just imagining things.
I see. Well, anyway, I'm going to go change out of my suit. At that moment, the blanket Megan had draped over her body seemed to move. Upon closer inspection, the blanket was unnaturally bulging at Megan's lower body. It is just the size of one man bending down and hiding between Megan's legs. Hey, is there someone in the bed?
What? Of course not. What are you talking about?
Then, when I asked the question straightforwardly, Megan's body jumped in surprise. At the same time, the unnatural bulge of the bed jumped together. Without saying a word, I walked closer to Megan's bed, and without saying a word, I put my hand on the blanket that was covering her body. Megan screamed, "Stop!" But I didn't care. I pulled the blanket as hard as I could. A naked man was lying at Megan's feet. He was lying on his face like a tortoise, shivering. I thought, where have I seen that face before? It was one of the young helpers in his 20s who had always come to take care of Megan. I was really stunned. Megan was having an affair with him while I was gone. Hey, what's this all about?
No, this was a mistake.
A mistake, huh? But you guys look real close. Hey you, since when have you been hooking up with Megan? It's been about 8 months. So, right after she was discharged from the hospital. What? You had an affair less than a month after you came home?
No, that's...
How often did you see her? Be honest or I'll turn you into the police for trespassing. Once a week or so? Tell me the truth. 3 times a week. Every time I came to take care of Megan, we hooked up. Hey, Megan, you know how much I've done for you, right? And you've been doing this to me without a care in the world?
Well, the helper who came to take care of me was so handsome that I just...
From the way you said that, this is not the first time you've done something like this. How many people have you had an affair with?
3.
That's what Megan said, but I think there were actually more. I don't think anyone would reveal an honest number in a situation like this. Well, anyway, I felt that all my determination and love for Megan cooled down at this moment. I had loved Megan with all my heart and soul, but now she was just a dirty piece of trash. I'm moving out of this house. I'll give the divorce papers to your mother, and she'll take care of the formalities.
What? Wait a minute! If you divorce me, I won't be able to survive on my own!
Why don't you ask that man to take care of you? He's a helper. He's good at taking care of people like you. What? Me? Of course, you're a helper, so you're good at taking care of people like Megan. Oh, yeah, I'll make sure to report this to your boss. Don't hold it against me if you get fired for it. Please, don't. I was just playing around with Megan.
Yeah, we were just playing around, so don't get so angry. And you're going to throw me away when my body's like this? Do you not have a heart?
Huh? A heart? I was willing to take care of you for the rest of your life, no matter what you became. And if you really wanted to be healthy again, I promised myself I'd do whatever it took to help you get back on your feet. But you trampled on my feelings. It's only natural that you should be thrown out. No, you are the one who let go of my hand first.
Wait, I don't want a divorce.
I don't care. I'm going to make you regret it so much that you'll wish you had died in that accident. After that, Megan and I divorced. Megan cried and pleaded with me, but my in-laws finally convinced her and she agreed to the divorce. I didn't ask for alimony because of her condition. She is now living on government subsidies, but I wonder if she has become desperate because of our divorce. She has stopped doing physical therapy that she should have continued to do. Even now, her physical condition is not getting any better. Well, Megan is just a stranger to me now. I don't need to know what happens to her. Also, I squeezed about $30,000 in alimony out of the helper, and I reported the relationship with Megan to his employer. Naturally, the helper was fired. I heard that he is having a hard time finding a new job because of the bad rumors that have spread in the nursing care industry. I didn't spread the rumor, but the connections in the nursing care industry are quite frightening. As for me, I haven't remarried yet. I'm in a relationship with a woman I met through an acquaintance. I'm thinking of proposing to her soon, but she's a little hesitant because she has a mother who needs nursing care. Well, I was taking care of my shitty ex-wife, so that should be no issue for me.